Bereshit, Genesis 22. And it came to pass after these things that Elohim did try at Avraham, and said unto him, Avraham. And he said, Behold, here I am. And he said, Take now at your son, your at Yakid, at Yitzchak, whom you love, and get you into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will tell you of. And Avraham rose up early in the morning, and saddled at his ass, and took at 2 of his young men with him, and at Yitzchak his son, and clave the wood for the burnt offering, and rose up, and went unto the place of which Elohim had told him. Then on the 3rd day Avraham lifted up at his eyes, and saw at the place afar off. And Avraham said unto his young men, Abide ye here with the ass, and I and the lad will go yonder and worship, and come again to you. And Avraham took at the wood of the burnt offering, and laid it upon Yitzchak his son. And he took at the fire in his hand, and at a knife, and they went, both of them, together. And Yitzchak spoke unto Avraham his father, and said, My father. And he said, Here am I, my son. And he said, Behold the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for a burnt offering? And Avraham said, My son, Elohim will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went, both of them, together. And they came to the place which Elohim had told him of. And Avraham built at an altar there, and laid the wood in order, and bound at Yitzchak his son, and laid him on the altar upon the wood. And Avraham stretched forth at his hand, and took at the knife to slay at his son. And the angel of Yahuwah called unto him out of the heavens, and said, Avraham, Avraham. And he said, Here am I. And he said, Lay not your hand upon the lad, neither do you anything unto him. For now I know that you fear Elohim, seeing you have not withheld at your son, your at Yakid, from me. And Avraham lifted up at his eyes and looked, and behold, behind him a ram caught in a thicket by his thorns. And Avraham went and took at the ram, and offered him up for a burnt offering in the stead of his son. And Avraham called the name of that place HalleluYAH, as it is said to this day, In the mount of Yahuwah it shall be seen. And the angel of Yahuwah called unto Avraham out of the heavens the 2nd time, and said, By myself have I sworn, says Yahuwah, for because you have done at this thing, and have not withheld at your son, your at Yakid, that in blessing I will bless you, and in multiplying I will multiply at your seed as the stars of the heavens, and as the sand which is upon the seashore. And your seed shall possess the gate of his enemies. and in your seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because you have obeyed my voice. So Abraham returned unto his young men, and they rose up and went together to Beer-sheba, and Abraham dwelt at Beer-sheba. And it came to pass after these things, that it was told Abraham, saying, Behold, Milcah, she has also borne children unto your brother Nachor. At Huz his firstborn, and at Buz his brother, and at Kemuel the father of Aram, and at Kesed, and at Hazo, and at Pildash, and at Yidlaph, and at Bethuel. And Bethuel begat at Rivkah. These 8 Milcah did bear to Nachor, Abraham's brother. And his concubine, whose name was Reumah, she bore also at Tiva, and at and at Gaham, and at Tahash, and at Ma'akah,